Hello everyone, I am Miss Ian and welcome to Speedy Science. Each week in this program, we do a fast and fun science activity that you can fit into your busy schedule. This week, we are going to be doing a walking wire experiment. For this activity, you will need small paper cups, some wire, something to color your wire. I'm going to use food coloring, but you can also use watercolor paints. A spoon or something else to mix the color in, and paper towels. The first thing you want to do is rip the paper towels into tiny strips. You want to make sure that the strips are long enough that they would be able to fit in one end of one cup and one end in the other. Just like that. You're going to need 2 strips to start with. You can put the rest of the paper towel aside because you're going to use it later. Then you're going to want to go ahead and take 2 of your cups and fill them with water. Now you're going to go ahead and put 2 drops of coloring into one of the cups. You want to make sure that each cup is a different color. Once you have your color added, go ahead and mix it in so that the whole cup is one color. Just like that. Then we're going to repeat that for your other color. This first time, I'm going to use red and blue, so this cup will be blue. And here is the blue cup. Now, what you want to do is take 1 strip of paper towel and put one end in the red cup and put the other end of the other strip in the blue cup. Then you're going to have them meet in this middle cup in the center. And then once you have them in, right away you're going to want to go ahead and either start counting how long it takes, or you can use a timer if you prefer. I'm going to use the timer on my phone. Are you ready? Let's start. Whoa, do you see how the colors are moving? Yep, the colors are moving into the middle cup. Which color do you think will get there first? Ooh, looks like the blue got to the end first. Now the blue is dripping off the paper towel and into the cup. It looks like the red wire is getting to the end of the paper towel too. And now the red wire is dripping off that paper towel as well. Remember, we want to keep going until they form a purplish mix together. Looks like it should be soon. Oh, and now they're catching on both sides. Do you see how we're starting to see purple down at the bottom and up at the top? There we go. We're starting to see our color purple. It took 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And there we have it. Now they've mixed together to form purple, and it took about 4 minutes. If you want to wait until they form a brighter purple color, you can keep waiting for as long as you want. Once you're done, you can go ahead and remove the strips of paper towel and put them off to the side. Just be careful because they're going to be dripping wet, so you might want to put them on another sheet of paper towel. Then, take your cup that was your middle mixing cup and go ahead and empty it out. If the inside of your cup is really colorful, you might want to rinse it out with some clean water, but this one looks to be okay. Then, take your cup that had your red liquid in and put it to the side, and take another clean, empty cup instead. This cup we're going to dye yellow. So go ahead and fill up the cup. And this time add some yellow coloring or yellow paint. And mix it in. And now we have our yellow water. Now go ahead and rip off 2 more strips of paper towel. Then we're going to repeat like we did the last time and put one end in each color wire and put the other ends in the center cup. And we're going to see in time how long it takes them to get into the middle. Remember, you can either use a timer or you can count, whichever you prefer. Now this time, it seems like the yellow one is moving faster than the blue wire. And if your paper towels start touching a lot, just go ahead and push them off to the sides. We don't want them to touch each other too much or it can mix up the color experiment. Wow, do you see that? The yellow is already starting to drip into the bottom of the cup. Looks like the blue one is still moving across the paper towel. Looks like the blue is trying to get to the end of the paper towel. The blue is going to drip in. You see how it's making those green mixes wherever it drips? Excellent. That's just what we're looking for. So that took 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Wow, that was a lot faster than the purple. So now we're going to go ahead and take out our paper towels. Again, remember they're going to be dripping, so be careful. Put them in our pile. Then we're going to take out our middle cup, empty it out. Now this time there's a bit of color in there, so I'm going to add some clean water and just kind of swirl it around a bit and empty it out to help clean up the inside of the cup. Now we're going to put our blue cup to the side and take our red cup back. This time we're going to make the color orange. So we're going to go ahead and rip off 2 more strips. We're going to put them inside and we have the meat in the middle. Let's see what happens now. Once again, it looks like the yellow is moving faster than the red. The yellow's getting to the end of the paper towel. And the yellow's going to drip into the bottom of the cup. Push those two apart. Make sure that they're not touching. my red one kind of got stuck. If that happens to you, it's nothing to worry about. Just go ahead and push the cups a bit closer together and make sure that the paper towel is fully submerged in the water on one end. That should help get started again. It looks like it really got stuck and that's as far as it's going to go. Remember, there are no such things as mistakes in science, but sometimes things don't work out the way that you expect them to. And that's okay, because you can always try again. And there you have it. Now that we saw that the paper towels mixed with the different color waters into one major cup, let's talk about why. Paper towels like these work through something called capillary action. Capillary action is what makes water move up in defiance of gravity. That's why the paper towels were able to move up. The water moved up the paper towels over the arch and then down the other side. Water's molecules are what's known molecularly as being sticky because of the way that they bind together. So they stick to the paper towel molecules and then pull the other water molecules along. This is the same way that plants work, which is why plants are able to take water up through the roots to the top of the plant. Isn't that cool? Thank you so much for joining us for this week of Speedy Science. How did your results come out? Did they come out the same as ours or different? Be sure to send pictures of your results to the Youth Services Department's email address to let us know. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye! Hello, I am Miss Ann, and welcome to this week's bonus activity. In today's video, we use paper towels to demonstrate capillary action. We did this by comparing how the same paper towel worked with different colors of water. Another way you can do this activity is to compare different kinds of paper towels. So to do it this way, you're going to need one of our cups of water. I still have my yellow cup. Different kinds of paper towels, and 2 empty cups. So go ahead and make sure you have 2 cups filled with water. I need to make 1 additional yellow cup. and take one strip of the same paper towel we used earlier and another strip of a different kind of paper towel. I'm going to use this brown napkin style paper towel. In fact, you can repeat this for as many different paper towel brands as you want. Just try to make sure they're the same length. Then, go ahead and put for each paper towel, put one end in the cup with water and one end in the empty cup. And go ahead and see which gets to the bottom of the other cup first. So far, it looks like the white paper towel is absorbing the water faster than the brown paper towel. Do you think that's how it was going? Oh, and it looks like the white paper towel won. It got to the end first. Well, those were results for our bonus activity. What results did you get? Be sure to send them to the Youth Services email address and let us know. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye! Hello, I am Miss Ann, and now we're going to talk about some amazing books that you can check out from the awesome Merrimack Park Public Library's Youth Services Department. To get these books, you can either come into the building, come downstairs to the Youth Services Department, and check them out off the shelf, or you can place a hold for them online or over the phone for curbside pickup or home delivery. If you have any questions, please contact the Youth Services Department, and we will be happy to assist you. Because today's experiment was the walking wire experiment, today's books are all about walking. Our first book today is Dombey Leads the School Parade by Anna Kim. Dombey is very excited for her first day at school in America, but she's also a little nervous. She doesn't know the language, she doesn't understand the games, and she isn't quite sure she'll fit in with the other kids. But what if Dombey can create a new game that everyone can play together? This is a really fun and sweet story about finding your way in a new place. Dombey is a lovable little kid, and her school parade is amazing. You really enjoy this sweet story, Dombey Leads the School Parade by Anna Kim. Our next book is Biscuit Takes a Walk by Alyssa, Sakin, Capuchelli. This is a fun book about a dog named Biscuit who is going on a walk. They're trying to walk to Grandpa's house, only Biscuit keeps getting distracted. This is a really fun story to read because it has a lot of animal sounds. If you can say woof woof, you can read this book, which is a really fun sound to make. So if you like fun sounds, Biscuit Takes a Walk by Alyssa, Sakin, Capuchelli is the book for you. Our next book today is Rules of the Rough by Hattie Lane. Jessie is not having a great summer. She has to spend the entire summer with her aunt and cousin, which wouldn't be so bad except her cousin just traded her for a new best friend. Stuck with nothing to do, Jessie decides to become the apprentice to Wes, a local dog walker, and learn all about walking dogs. But when another company starts moving in on their business, can Wes and Jessie find a way to save their company? This is a really funny, sweet dog story. It's a lot about how we grow up, and it also has lots of fun facts and cool information about dogs. So dog fans, this book's for you. Rules of the Rough by Hattie Lane. Our last book today is Walking on the Moon by Karen Jenner. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And with those words, the astronauts of the Apollo 11 mission landed on the moon for the first time in world history. This book tells the story of how that mission came to be. It talks about all the different astronauts involved, as well as the human computers, divers, scientists, and family members who worked together to pull off an amazing human achievement. If you have any interest in space or exploration, this is a really fascinating, interesting book about the very first time we landed on the moon. This is Walking on the Moon by Karen Jenner. Thank you so much for joining us for this week of Speedy Science. These are just a few of the many books about walking that we have at the awesome Merrimack Park Public Library's Youth Services Department. If you need help finding these or any other books,
please contact us at the Youth Services Reference Desk, and we will be happy to assist you. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye!